It's the second to last level of Small Brawl. An important task, but someone's gotta do it, so why not Hammerhead? A high armor vehicle in a game where armor means practically nothing. The driver is a teenager who wants to be a rock star. Legitimately has a wish to make with Calypso. Let's hope his wish comes true. It's the Treetop Rumble, which I always like to call the Treetop Tumble because I like alliteration. Oh god, this song. There's nothing wrong with this song. I just never need to hear it again in my entire life. Because this is the song from the Holland level of Twisted Metal 2. And I've spent many, many hours playing that level. Watch Twisted Metal 2 if you want to know why it takes so long to beat it. We'll try not to hold it against this level, which is in no way related to Holland. This is the famous Fall Off and Die level of Twisted Metal. And I'm about to fall off. I did fall off, but I didn't die. There's a big tramp down at the bottom, ready to catch us and escort us to safety. The far opposite side of the level where we are in no danger from our opponents. And we find a lawnmower that we can activate. Send their way. The lawnmower takes up almost the entire width of the platforms. So if enemies are anywhere on the platforms, they're going to get hit by the lawnmower. Only a few spots are safe. And the enemies do not attempt to avoid the lawnmower. We've got some Fumo, snot green cleaning fluid. I assume that's what it's supposed to be because the bottles are explosive. Just like the bleach in Meet Your Maker. Our environmental attack is firecrackers that fire from the box of fireworks. Similar to the ice cubes in that they are unlikely to hit anybody. So I don't tend to use the environmental attack here. I also don't intentionally use the trampoline very often, but the AI does. If you corner the AI, they will often leap onto the trampoline to escape you. Our special is to climb on top of the nearest enemy and grind them with spiked tires. The damage is miserable. It can only hit one target, unlike the Twister special, which can hit plenty of targets. And it seems like you just teleport to the nearest target and leap right on top of them, but actually you have to move to their location. If you don't get to them before the end of the special, your special just doesn't do anything. So I didn't kill anybody, but someone fell off of the platform and died. It is possible if you fall on the other side from where the trampoline is. There's nothing to catch you. You die. There's another interesting landmark right up ahead. The dartboard. Hit any spot on the dartboard, get a prize. But like any prize dispenser in any of the previous levels, it only pays off every couple of seconds. Then there's a cooldown after you get something. Intentionally push Darkside off and then fight it while we're both falling. Difficult to do, but I did land one missile successfully as we were plummeting. And I was able to grind it to death afterwards. So we're doing okay. Could be worse. In fact, I just realized that the enemy that fell and died was Mr. Slam, who could definitely make this level worse. The grab move can then be used to turn you and drop you over the edge on the side that does not have the trampoline for a lot of easy, free kills. If you play as Mr. Slam in this level, basically every time you use a special, you should kill somebody. No matter what their health total is when you use that special. But we're not playing as Mr. Slam. Instead, we're playing as Hammerhead, who is quite frankly terrible. Hammerhead has had a wild journey throughout the series. From the best vehicle in the first game to one of the worst in the second. Fluctuates wildly over the course of the games. Tends to be pretty low tier in this game. We're probably not going to get anyone else to die from falling, though. So we are going to have to rely on damage to take out the remaining 3 opponents. As noted, our vehicle is still pretty fragile despite having very high armor. And there is only 1 health refill in the entirety of this level. It'd be a miracle to also get a health refill out of the dartboard. So, the 1 health refill on the bridge is really your only chance at survival. There it is now. But it turns out Twister is much faster than me and easily snatched it up before I could. And the lawnmower didn't do much to help me either. Seems to have dealt a little bit of damage, maybe more than I could hope to do in that same time period. Hopefully it at least counteracted Twister getting the health refill. But I am down to my last life, with the majority of opponents still remaining. I was, however, trying to set up something specific with my last death, and now I need to go try and set it up again, at great peril to myself. The lawnmower normally heads over to its left and down the other path, but now I've set it up such that it goes down the bridge immediately, which makes it way harder to set this up. There we go. If you pull the switch that opens the trapdoor right when the lawnmower is on top of it, the lawnmower falls through and a cat screams in terror. Had to show that off, obviously. Now I can actually try and win this. And I'm already pretty close. Really though, I was just trying to even the odds so that I'd have a little more breathing space. And for some reason, there is now a constant fiery sound effect. Maybe it's the lawnmower smoldering in the grass that we did see over in the corner there. Or maybe it's just an audio glitch. You get a lot of those in the PS1 games, especially. We're about to start some intentional fires, though, once I'm sure I'm a safe distance away from Twister. Back near where the lawnmower was these tires with the power missile on top. Wasn't able to get them. But the go-kart plans involve a lawnmower, some wheels, and brakes. We didn't see the brakes anywhere, so they were maybe going to forego that step. But if we destroy the plans, we find the invitation to the Halloween party at the laboratory. Exact same image as the one in the football stadium, just in a different aspect ratio. This implies that there is another hidden sign somewhere. So, let's look for something else we can destroy in the area. Once I get away from Twister again. Constant harassment from that incredibly fast vehicle. My health is critical, but that's nothing to worry about, of course. There we go, a pirate flag, which can be burned down. Obviously, Calypso would write his Christmas list on the back of a pirate flag. And he wants a mime. So if you missed the instructions in the football stadium, here's your second chance to figure out how to get that mime. Still obscure and well hidden, but you have multiple chances to find it at least. There we go, that is all the secrets that I'm aware of. I'm sure there are more. There always tends to be in these games, but we can actually finish this off. Unfortunately, Twister dodged a lot of my shots. Coming down to the wire. But that is clearly a victory. Let's go become a rock star. We earned it.
Okay, Hammerhead. You really want to be a rock star, huh? Totally, dude. You asked for it, headbanger. Huh?
Calypso, what are you doing? That was clearly a pop star. They really could have, worded that better. Obviously, Hammerhead's wish should have been, I want to be the frontman of a band. And then the twist could have been, it's a boy band. But no, instead he wished to rock and didn't. Still does a very good job of capturing the then relevant nu metal versus boy bands rivalry. So I appreciate it, just could have worded it slightly better. And that was our climactic rooftop level that had been foreshadowed since the kitchen. Barely beaten on a technicality. Fortunately, this is one of the games that lets you advance even if you die at the same time as your final opponent. And the level itself was abnormally merciful, allowing you to bounce back to safety if you fall off in most spots. Good thing, because I could not have handled much more with this terrible vehicle that I don't like. Unlike with a lot of other Twisted Metal games though, that was not the final level. Tune in next time to see what was so climactic that it had to supersede the Fall and Die level.